Here we are still at the Tamiya booth checking out their newest 1/35th scale release. The British Matilda builds into a Mark III or Mark IV. It's a much awaited kit. People have been screaming for a new Matilda for years. Of course, Tamiya did a Matilda way back in the 70s, maybe even the 60s, I think, but very long time ago. Yep. It was great for the time, but back then most of the kits were motorized, and to accommodate the batteries and the motors and all, the proportions of the old Matilda kit weren't the most accurate. It was a little wider, and some of the shapes were off proportions like that. Now, of course, this is not a motorized kit here. This is a beautiful static kit, so it doesn't have to accommodate bulky batteries and all that kind of stuff. So it's perfectly accurate in all its proportions and details. Even though it'll be covered up in the end by the side of the hull here, but it's got all the suspension detail, all the multitude of wheels in there. Yep, and the springs and everything, which will eventually be covered up by the side thing, but at least you'll know it's there. The tracks come as either as this one Scott's holding. It's link and length injection plastic tracks there, or you get these lovely flexible belt tracks for those of you who don't like to spend the time gluing together links and lengths. The kit also comes with 3 figures. Lots and lots of good detailed parts here. It will build into a very fine representation of the British Matilda. Well, here's Tamiya's new figure set that comes with their Flak 37. You can see these little guys over here, a whole pile of crewmen, and it comes with the limber to tow the gun, and very detailed. And moving over here is an all-new tooling of the Citroën Traction 11 CV in 1/35th scale. Now, Tamiya previously had the Citroën in 1/48 scale, the staff car, and a lot of people said, hey, how about 1/35th? Well, here you go. Speaking of 1/48 scale, Tamiya had their newly tooled Hanomag 251/1 Ausführung D half-track on display. The kit features link and length tracks, 2 figures, and markings for 3 vehicles. All right, folks, we're checking out Tamiya's cool new 1/16 scale KV1, full radio-controlled, full operation set. You can see it's got all the same stuff that's been in their previous radio-controlled kits. It moves forward, backward, turns left and right with proportional speed, so you get that big, heavy, slow look that tank's got to have. The turret rotates, the main gun elevates and depresses. You get simulated fire, kaboom, with lights and sound. And you can see down here, got some white metal parts for the idler, the sprockets, and some very stout suspension arms there. Now over here they've got just a test product just to give you an idea of what the KV2 would look like. No plans to release the KV2 yet, but just in case you wanted to see what a big 1/16 scale KV2 would look like, there you go. Hi folks, we're checking out 1/350th scale Tamiya warships here. Previously released was the very cool Mogami with flight deck version of the IJN light cruiser. And if you like your light cruisers without the flight deck, Tamiya is releasing this July the non-flight deck gun version of the Mikuma. And that's coming out this July from the fine folks at Tamiya.
Brian and I stand before the new Tamiya kit of the brilliant and gorgeous Nissan Fairlady 370Z. Of course, they don't call it Fairlady overseas. You had some opinions about that naming there, didn't you, Brian?
Well, it seems like overseas the word Fairlady is a little weak, maybe? I don't know.
For a muscle car? Fairlady is weak for a muscle car?
Well, in some circles, they might consider it to be, yes, less than a powerful sounding name, yes.
Well, the new 370Z came out here in Japan last December. And in a very timely way, Tamiya's got an awesome-looking new kit of this awesome-looking new car. Check out all the features here. You look down at the parts here. We've got metal emblems. They got dashboards for both the export and the domestic, so left and right side steering wheels, and all the wonderful goodness that usually comes with the Tamiya kit, including full underbody detail here. No engine parts, but hey, it looks good on the outside. This car does.